You come from an engineering background, I understand, and then you went into the banking business. Eventually, after working with Lloyds TSB for 20 years or so, you found yourself as the area director for Lloyds TSB. But then you left the bank in 2010. What have you been doing since 2010?
Well, I had a really rich CV and rich history beforehand in that. Thoroughly enjoyed that. But you know, there's an opportunity. I think with all the changes in the bank, there's an opportunity to get out of that and really go and help small businesses locally. My passion throughout the whole time is working with small businesses. I've done the banking bit with my colleagues and we've been very successful, great. But really the passion, I think, is to go out and work with small businesses, help them grow, help them address issues, help them succeed and help the owners succeed. So there's an opportunity to do that. I've been doing that now for 2.5, 3 years. 2.5 years,
excellent. Now, I have to say, you can't cross the street these days without stumbling over a business coach, a business advisor, a consultant who wants to help businesses. What makes Ken Sankey Associates different from all these people?
I think honest, practical advice. I think. I mean, I'm not trying to push my business and what I do. Actually, the clients I'm working with, I've been working with now for most of them for over 2 years, and it's completely flexible. But it's honest, practical advice. What you trying? I think break it down. It's common sense. What you're trying to do in a business, where you're trying to get to in a business. Are you getting the best out of your people? And there's a huge untapped resource, and we all know that in any business. And then jolly well put it into practice. And I think that's my reputation that goes beforehand, as it were. So I've got 20 years of a pretty strong reputation of making things happen and delivering. And so I think that's really when I've worked with businesses. What are they trying to do? Let's agree a brief. Let's get some. Let's support them on working through a project or getting their middle management working more effectively, breaking into new markets, whatever they want. And frankly, if I'm not delivering, they won't want to carry on using me. I mean, it's entirely, I work from session to session, as it were. If I'm seeing them monthly, we carry on doing that, or whenever they want to see me, and they can change and flex it as they want.
Can you give me an example, perhaps, of a company and what you've done to turn them around?
Yes, I mean, there's a business that does hand cleansing, and I was suggested I might meet the managing director who'd just actually taken over from his father, and actually this was a business that's running okay, but the young new MD had taken over and needed to think how he moved the business forward, and so we had a couple of meetings, really brainstorming what were the issues, and one was how we managed the business, what 2 or 3 product areas he particularly needed to work at, and what sales he ought to achieve and what growth he ought to achieve. There's an organisation of the warehouse as well that actually when you talk to him about it, then that's been a bit of a shambles for some time, and so how best to work that. So out of this we've got 2 or 3 issues, plus also the next level of management. There were 2 managers there who had really never stopped and thought how they work themselves. So what were their priorities, what should they be doing? And we worked that one through as well. And the business now has just gone from strength to strength. I mean, it gained about £150,000 up on profitability from last year, with some clear steps on over the next 6 months how he's going to move the business, his actions he's going to take, and then periodically every 3 months we get together and have a little brainstorm on the next steps to take, and he's just delighted on the support he's got, but also his middle managers I think have really welcomed the support as well there. So yeah, common sense support working through, and clear practical actions to follow through.
It's nice to know that people can make progress even in these difficult times.
Yeah, and we all can, I think. If we get back, I think if you're working with your youngsters on their homework, it's the same thing there. You break it down, isn't it? What you're trying to do. So it's no different with that on a business, a business that wants to step up a bit. Who do they have to talk to? A sounding board that allows them to stand back a bit. Who do they bounce off? That's the real issue. It's jolly hard at a small business, small and medium business. You're working jolly hard, and even a successful one is working head down successfully. But just now and again, you've got to stop and think. Hold on a sec. What am I doing? Any other things I should be doing? And you want a sounding board to talk to. That's really the issue.